It was all an idea that came from the agency to build this virtual museum.
You know, Adobe is one of those amazing companies that's changed the world. And we wanted to celebrate that. And we felt that if they could build the first digital museum dedicated to the medium, that would be a good way to do it.
Adobe is so excited to be able to bring you this revolutionary new virtual museum, a place where digital media can be showcased and shared by all.
So we started discussing basically what is a virtual museum, which is the first hurdle in this project. You are used to sort of build things that are real spaces, but in this particular case, instead, it's all about visualization.
Yeah, this one was quite a precise moment when we realized that doing something virtual wasn't that easy in the end. So we had to go back and try to see the museum as something more credible, more physical.
So one of the things that we kept stopping and asking ourselves as we were developing the museum is, how would this work in the real world? How would it be in a real brick and mortar museum? Because we wanted to make sure that we could take the museum experiences that were familiar to people and then transfer those over to the digital space.
The space is organized to have an external atrium, which is the main area of access to the building, from where you pass into the higher galleries for the exhibitions, and from there you can access the towers for the archives of the art.
Because the museum is virtual, we needed a way to let people walk through it because they can't physically walk through.
So when we designed this virtual viewing device, we looked at organic reference to try to really blend it with the world that we have created. So we looked at jellyfish and flowers for inspiration.
It's kind of a hybrid between a machine and a plant or a fish. It's your eyes and ears and guide through the museum.
I think that was something that we discussed early on with the agency. It was the sense that this building obviously was virtual. It wasn't built, but it could be built anywhere. So we wanted to give a glance of the building at the very beginning from all sorts of different point of views and using different cities as a reference.
There is a quote from Arthur C. Clarke who said, "The only way to discover the limits of the possible is to go beyond them into the impossible."
We encourage you to roam through the halls and interact with all of the exhibits. There are no guards here, and we're always open.